Good morning, investor and corporate. Welcome to Set Digital Roadshow third quarter 20 and 21 performance review. This section will run about 45 minutes, including Q&A. Company will start the section by 30-minute presentation, followed by 15-minute Q&A. And during Q&A, investor may leave your question in meeting room chat box or use raise your hand function. We will open your microphone so you can ask the question to the company directly. So may I now invite PTT Exploration and Production Public Company Limited to start the presentation, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and good morning, investors. Thank you for joining this session. This is Set Digital Roadshow with PTTEP for the third quarter of 2021. While we are waiting for the slide, my name is Thanat, Investor Relations Manager, and joining me today is Ms. Orachon Uyamapan, Senior Vice President from Finance Division.
Good morning.
And in today's session, I would like to request Ms. Orachon to start with a short company introduction for the benefit of new investors and also sharing the most recent company strategy to address energy transition. Please, Kun Orachon.
Yes, for a short introduction to our company, PTTEP is flagship company under PTT Group focusing on upstream oil and gas business. We are in fact the largest exploration and production company and listed in the Stock Exchange of Thailand since 1993, with market capitalization over $14 billion. Our focus area is Southeast Asia and Middle East, with more than 90% of sales volume come from this region. We operate under sustainability framework, and we are listed in DJSI, GHSI, and FTSE4Good for multiple years, which prove our SD way to do business. We also receive credit rating from S&P and Fitch at BBB+, Moody's at Baa1, and local rating agency TRIS at AAA. So let's move on to the vision and strategy update. Our new CEO, Kun Montri Rawanchaikul, has recently announced the key theme of our strategy as the energy new normal, which is the way we cope with the changing landscape of E&P industry, which will never be the same. Firstly, for energy transition and future energy, the energy transition has accelerated the need for PTTEP to move faster towards greenhouse gas reduction and clean energy. We then will focus on clean upstream energy development with the use of new technologies such as CCU, and also explore business opportunity in future energy, such as hydrogen, with other companies in PTT Group. Next is on the new part. Recently, we have our subsidiary named ARV, which is our investment arm in robotic technology and AI, which we are pushing forward to its full potential. We aim to create power business that related to gas upstream, such as gas to power, LNG to power projects. We are also looking at advanced renewables, investment in new business opportunity with high potential joint venture partner. Lastly, the normal. Exploration and production would still remain our core business, and we aim to grow it sustainably. Sustained E&P will be further elaborated on the next part. In order to achieve this goal, we have to make progress to prepare our organization, employee mindset, and skill. Specifically, in human capital and finance, such as digital transformation, digital skill development, and also access to new funding channels, such as digital Thai baht bond recently issued. And the next, Kun Thanat will explain more on sustained E&P business. And the rest of the presentation May I invite Kuntana, please?
Thank you, Ms. Arachon. Now let me give you more detailed information looking into E&P and beyond E&P business. So for E&P, our main focus will be on the growth of the strategic locations and to increase the gas portion in our portfolio from 70% to 80%. For Thailand, we will focus on the continuity of gas production in our projects and push forward the G1 Erawan and G2 Bongkot, as well as new opportunity in the Gulf of Thailand. For Malaysia, it will be the acceleration of development of key projects such as SK410B and other fields in the Sarawak areas where we have announced multiple discoveries earlier. For Myanmar, is to increase potential of existing fields, namely Sotika and other projects that we have on hand. And for Middle East, we continue on the exploration activities and further growth with our strategic partner in this region. While E&P remains our core business, we are committed to reduce greenhouse gas emission from our operation for a sustainable growth. And for the business diversification into business beyond E&P in the next slide. The first is a study of the CCU, which is the transformation of CO2 into more valuable products such as methanol and carbon nanotube powder, which can be used in various industries. We plan to collaborate with PTT Group and to develop prototype and prepare for the industrial scale production. Next is CCS or carbon capture storage, which is the extraction of CO2 from gas and inject back into the depleted reservoirs underground. The pilot is planned for the Langleba and the Artit project. This will help prevent CO2 from being released into the atmosphere and will be the key project for PTTEP to achieve our carbon reduction target going forward. On the power business, we have domestic gas to power project, which is ongoing for a 600 megawatt gas-fired power plant. And in pipeline, we are also looking at renewables such as solar and wind. And for hydrogen, we view it as a future energy with promising business opportunity, and we'll focus on the blue hydrogen, which is related to our existing business and expertise. In the next slide, we have updated progress on our sustainability activities. First is the greenhouse gas reduction, standing at 17% as of Q3, or around 2.18 million tons of CO2 equivalent, compared with our target of 25% by 2030. And the initiative on CCU and CCS, which I already mentioned earlier. Next is the circular model in E&P, where we focus on three things. First is waste reduction. We already achieved zero hazard waste to landfill, and now working on zero industrial waste to landfill. On the reuse side, we have completed the first reuse of the topside platform in Artit project in August. Upcycling is a new initiative for the transformation of drilling waste like sand into zeolite, which can be used as oil absorbent and in wastewater treatment. Lastly, on the Ocean for Life, we completed the community income baseline survey in 9 provinces and evaluating data for next step to increase community income as per our target. The microplastic study in the Gulf of Thailand also made good progress with 4 sampling rounds completed during the year and will be further evaluated for next step as well. In the next section, we have update progress of our key operation. First starts with the E&P business on the next slide. For Thailand, G1 Erawan still working on to enter the site and the backup plan for the production shortfall from other fields in the Gulf of Thailand. For G2 Bongkot is well on track. For Myanmar, Yetagun project was temporarily shut down in Q3 due to COVID-19, but has resumed operation in October. Other fields remain operation as normal. In Malaysia, SK410B progress is ongoing with FID planned in 2023 and first gas in 2026. Other fields include new exploration of SK417 and development plan in progress as well for Sarawak region. In the Middle East, we continue to exploration projects for UAE offshore block 1, 2, and 3. ongoing with geological study. In other areas, in Algeria, the stake increase to 49% already been approved by the Algerian government for the HBR project and expect the first production in early next year. We have also divested oil field project Potiguar in Brazil as part of the business portfolio rationalization. And for Mozambique, we are facing delay due to the local security situation. The timeline is to be updated. For the beyond E&P business, we established new subsidiaries under our technology arm AI and robotic ventures to support business growth and new subsidiaries for investment in power and renewable business. And for power, gas to power project also facing some delay due to the local political situation in Myanmar. Next section, we have the financial results of the Q3 2021. In summary, net income for the Q3 stood at $292 million and for 9 months at $890 million. These positive results came from, firstly, the increase in the average selling price on both gas and liquid. Secondly, the increase in the volume, mainly from Oman Block 61 and Sabah 8. And thirdly, the lower unit cost due to the higher volume and the cost-saving initiative that we have. Oil price hedging loss increased from fast rising oil price against our hedging position, but also offset by the bargain purchase from the stake acquisition in Oman Block 61 booked earlier this year. Next slide on the sales volume. Q3 dropped to 417 BOED. This is due to the seasonal plant shutdown. And for 9 months, stood at 415 BOED, which is 20% increase from last year due to new projects add. Volume mix stood at 72% gas and 28% liquid. For gas price rose to $5.76 per MMBTU in Q3 due to gas price adjustment per the cycle following the increase in oil price. And for the liquid price also rose in line with the global oil price. Next slide on the unit cost for Q3 stood at $29.39 per BOE, increased mainly from the dry well write-off in this quarter. While looking at 9 months, the unit cost dropped almost $2 per BOE due to higher sales volume. Next slide on the cash flow, it remains strong, with cash stood at $2 billion at the end of Q3, and the DE ratio is low at only 0.32. We are also giving guidance for the full year 2021, sales volume of 417 BOED, and gas price at $5.7 per MMBTU, with the unit cost in the range of $28 to $29 per BOE, and the EBITDA margin in the range of 70 to 75%. So that would be the end of our presentation.
Thank you ค่ะ
Thank you.